How low is Ducati going to go? That I'm interested to see. Now, typically Ducati, they don't make 600s and 300s and stuff, so I don't think we'll have a tiny Multistrada, but I really like the idea of having multiple engine-sized Multistradas. Okay, continuing to read. Good morning, everybody. Chaseontwowheels here for another First Impressions video. Ladies and gentlemen, it is bike release time right now, and Ducati just put out the Multistrada V2, which I'm hoping is a Multistrada that your boy can actually afford. So in today's video, we're going to be doing a first impressions / react video to this new Multistrada V2. Also, if you guys are new here, I'm Chase. This is the Chaseontwowheels YouTube channel. We make a ton of motorcycle content here on the channel. So if you're new, try subscribing. For you guys that are just here for the motorcycle information, here's the TLDR. All right, guys, so if you're looking for the TLDR, new Multistrada V2 has 113 horsepower, 71 foot-pounds of torque, comes in at a hefty weight of 445 pounds, MSRP $15,295 for the regular model. If you want the S model, which is going to have all the upgraded electronics and suspension, still looking at all the same power stats, you're looking at a price jump up to $17,895. Electronics package is looking the same as the Ducati Monster Plus that was just recently released. This is great news. I love that suspension. So guys, engine-wise, we're looking at the 937cc Multistrada 11-degree engine. Seems like it's been lightened and an updated gearbox and clutch to ensure smoother and more precise running. Looks like a relatively low seat height for an adventure bike, and they lightened the weight up from the Multistrada 950 thanks to the engine and other vehicle components. So we're looking at a lighter, more updated, more efficient, low-weight Multistrada. The bike's also going to come in two options, V2 and V2S. Like I said, if you want that updated suspension, which based on previous Multistradas that I've ridden, I highly recommend. That stuff is gorgeous. I love it. That's pretty much all of the details you guys need to know. Now, let's get to the reaction stuff. All right, guys, let's put some headphones on. Let's hope that we got some audio from the old people at Ducati, and let's see what this new V2 is all about. Alrighty, guys, your everyday wonder, new Multistrada V2, the ideal bike to fully enjoy every route, versatile in everyday use and in the city, always with the sportiness and unmistakable style that characterize Ducati. That is such a long paragraph. I don't care. So it looks like a Multistrada. If you guys don't know, there's been a bit of a Multistrada saga here on the channel. At first I liked them, and then I did a first ride of one. You guys can see that video here. Really love that motorcycle, but they're so big, they're so expensive. I can't afford that stuff. Your everyday wonder. One, I don't like the way that sounds. I don't know why. I'm gonna read this paragraph really slowly, and then I'll tell you guys what it says. Interesting. The Ducati Multistrada family continues its evolution with the presentation of the new Multistrada V2. First sentence out of the gate. When you tell me Multistrada family, and I'm seeing these other companies starting to make different level adventure bikes, how low is Ducati gonna go? That I'm interested to see. Now, typically Ducati, they don't make 600s and 300s and stuff, so I don't think we'll have a tiny Multistrada, but I really like the idea of having multiple engine-sized Multistradas. Okay, continuing to read. Okay, so main things that they focused on: ergonomics, weight reduction, and engine updates. It also says it's a technologically complete package. I'm hoping that they just took all of the other tech that the Multistrada had, which was a ton, like even down the skyhook suspension that I rode on the last Multistrada was just phenomenal. So that's the kind of stuff I'm going to be looking for, that you got to have that if you want to sell me on this. Oh, check that out. This cockpit view, the little screen view, looks very similar to the new Monster that I rode. I rode that new Monster Plus, and I said in that video that with that screen on that bike, Ducati has the best screen of any motorcycle manufacturer right now. So if the new Multi has that, I'm freaking here for it. 19-inch front wheel. I think that's regular for the Multi. I know other adventure bikes, some of them have like a 21, but the Multi did have 19s. I prefer that, especially because I don't ride a ton off-road. Off-road's where you'd really want a bigger front wheel. Has the design, a Multistrada, the number one thing a Multistrada has to have is design. Like people, it needs to look like a Multistrada. Seat looks pretty regular where it's got a bigger rear seat and kind of the swoop down seat should be easier to ride. Does it say the seat height? 32.6 inches to 31.1? Interesting. So I guess they have different seat options because 31.1 inch inseam is not bad for an adventure bike. All right, engine. We're looking at the 937cc wow, it's too early for that. Testostretta 11-degree engine. Also available in a 35 kilowatt version of the engine for A2 license holders. So they're making a less powerful version of this engine so that you could essentially start on something like this. I don't know who would want to start on this. All right, 11 pounds less than the Multistrada 950. That's thanks to the new engine. Oh, presentation video. Hell yeah. This is what I've been needing this. It's too early to read. All right, let's go. Oh, check the red one out with the V2S on the side. Bro, that looks sick. I think I really need to see one of these in person because Multistradas are always so weird where in person they look so much different size-wise than they do on photos and stuff. That one looks so cool. I'm here for that. So it looks like they're going to have an S model that probably has all the technology in it and all that kind of stuff, and then you can probably get a lower version. I kind of like the idea of a smaller, lighter weight Multistrada though. More agile and everything. Like, come on, who would not want that? All right, I'm sorry guys, I'm not getting anything out of this. Here we go. Multistrada V2 MSRP 15,295. Oh, let's click on the S. Please don't screw me over. 17,895. That's not terrible. Oh, bro, the red. You got to go with the red. Look at the little lines in the wheels. It looks very similar to our Wrecked by Creebo bike. I'm here for it. Let's look at some other photos. Bro, look at that. I love it. Love the wheel. Look at the dash. Bro. Yes. That is such a good dash. Ducati is killing the dash game, and that looks so good. I love the Multistrada look. If you don't like the Multistrada look, you're probably not even watching this video, so haha, you're not even here. Not super here for the orange. That gives me like I'm trying to be an MT10 vibe. But the red, such an interesting angle. Look how big the front of this bike is, and the bike feels like that. Okay, cool. Those are awesome. I'm totally here for it. A 360-degree Multistrada, what the hell does that mean? Combined with the Ducati Skyhook suspension EVO semi-active suspension system, baby, it's got the same suspension as the other Multistrada. I'm here for it. I love that suspension. It is so phenomenal. So basically, what we're looking at is a Multistrada with the V2 similar to the Panigale V2. I'm trying to figure out, is it the same engine as the Panigale V2? Excuse me, what is Desert X? That'll have to be another video. 113 horsepower and 71 foot-pounds of torque. Yikes, at 445 pounds. That's compared to the Multistrada V4 that has 170 horsepower and 92 foot-pounds of torque at 478 pounds. So that's only like a 30-pound decrease, but a significant power decrease. 20 foot-pounds less torque and 60 almost horsepower. I don't know, dude. Wow, the V4S, they charge so much more. I don't think this is that good of a move when the base V4 is $19,995 and a V2S is $17,895. That's only like $2,000 difference. I mean, maybe you want a totally different ride. You know, maybe you want all that suspension stuff, but you don't want all the power. I don't know. Okay, let's look at the Panigale V2 and let's see what engine it has. Interestingly, The V2 has a twin-cylinder Super Quadro engine, whereas the Multistrada V2 has the 937cc Testa Stretta 11-degree engine. Okay, so different engine, even though it's both called V2, so I guess they're just going with the V2 thing. So my question is, how much power does the new Multistrada V2 make versus the V2 Panigale? All right, we'll do the V2 regular model. 113 and 71 versus 155 and 76. Similar torque, nothing close to the same power, and like 100 more pounds. Not 100 more pounds, but it's increasing. It's pretty heavy. So it's 60 pounds heavier than a Panigale V2. Also, I way prefer Ducati's website for information. I don't know how I feel. So, all right, I gotta go back to these photos, man. Let's see. We've got, look at the backlit buttons, dude. Yes. Very Ducati look here. Super happy about that. Here's my thing. I love the way these look. I appreciate even the upgraded model is, you know, a better price point for me. Here's the thing I worry about with this V2 Multistrada. One, on a Multistrada, from what I've done, the weight is not a problem. Like, it is a heavier motorcycle, but I like it being heavier because it can handle another passenger, or it just feels really stable, and I love the fact that it feels so stable. I worry that they lightened it up because, you know, typically in motorcycles, it's like the lighter the better, right? I don't know if that's going to be the case here, and it's really going to be one of those things that I need to ride it so I can feel what that weight feels like, because it's not all about weight, it's about where the weight is. Love that I can get a Multistrada V2, a lighter engine, and I still get the options to get the really nice suspension components. If you're gonna ask me, the looks is the #1 thing for Multistradas, but behind the looks is the suspension of that. At least to me, if I buy a Multistrada, I expect it to look like a Multistrada, and I expect it to handle suspension-wise like a Multistrada. I definitely want the electronic suspension. Other things I really am loving are the dash. Like that dash is just like next level. I love that it seems to still have its kind of like low seat height. Look how good bags look on this thing. Phenomenal looking bike. Like, Ducati's got the looks down. I just worry if the weight is enough, and I worry that that engine might not be able to give me the experience I want out of a Multistrada. I haven't ridden the new V4 Multistrada. From all the other bikes that I've ridden with the V4 engine, I love it. So I would imagine I'll love the V4 Multi. Really curious how that engine's going to be for this V2 Multi. Because, like, even the older Pikes Peak Multistrada that I rode, the 1260, that thing, it had so much more power than you expected, and it was exciting when you found that power. I don't know if that's going to happen with the V2. Right now, I'm super excited about it. I think this bike looks phenomenal. I think Ducati has a lot of premium feel on their bike, so I'm sure the bike will feel great. The only issues and the only things I'm going to be looking for is how is the power delivered with that engine, and how does the weight feel. So you guys stick around. Make sure to subscribe to the channel for whenever we get a first ride on this bike. As you guys know, the dealership that I work with my bike testing, they are a Ducati dealer. We will be on a V2, preferably a S, at some point in time whenever it hits the dealers. But for now, I'm excited. I love getting electronics in cheaper and cheaper motorcycles. I can't wait until like middle grade naked bikes have electronic suspension. I'm here for it, guys. Anyways, guys, I'm Chaseontwowheels. Thank you guys so much for watching this video. If you guys enjoy these first impressions / reaction videos, make sure to hit that like button, and we will keep doing them and keep making them better. Can't wait to see you guys in the next video. I'll see you guys then. Later. Now, if only I had $17,895. Do you guys know how much I would ride a Multistrada? Oh my gosh, I can't. All right, I'll see you guys in the next one. Later.